Hello and welcome back to Let's Play MLB 07 the show. I'm Circle Master. Joining me again, and for the last time this session, Discount Cleric.
Hello.
And Miss Chris.
Hello.
And for the first time this session, we are playing as Turgid Pnurtis. And because we're a closer, I think we don't have to call out certain games. We can just hit sim to next appearance.
Yay! Look at that!
You know what I should have done in between episodes was look at the controls.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something?
You'll figure it out.
I'll press buttons. Things will happen.
Press button, throw ball.
Yeah.
Just because Turgid Pnurtis is supposedly better doesn't mean that Circle Master is any better.
Well, this is why it's called spring training. We're training on how to play.
Can you imagine somebody shows up for spring training? Alright, how do we play the ball base?
Oh my god. Hold on.
I can't believe Chris wants me to hold up when it's the bottom of the ninth, and we're only up by 4 runs.
Okay, well, I had a cat eating a hair tie.
That wouldn't be the grossest thing to see a cat eat.
2 on, 1 out. Technically a save opportunity.
Yeah.
Broussard digs in at the plate.
Now, I'm pretty sure the catcher will do like a thing where he recommends a pitch. Yeah, he wants a slider. He'll do a pitch in a location. So we can go along with that.
Yeah, go for it.
We can just go for the knuckler. Just all knuckles all the time.
Let's listen to our catcher.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
Smothered, but it squirts away a bit.
So it's the good old back and forth meter.
Oh boy.
Turgid special, the old back and forth.
And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Outside locator that time, but a good job to lay off.
Okay. Are we gonna try the knuckle hit? Oh, you did 4 seam? Okay.
And that's over. 2-1.
Look at that! Our boy threw a strike.
Only took 3 tries, which is pretty good for starting in the majors.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2.
Okay, but if
now
I
you
strike him out,
knuckleball.
it's not a. But if I strike him out, it's not a ground ball. I hit the knuckleball button.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
And now let's see if they send the runner off first.
Okay, full count.
Now I'm screwed if it goes outside.
Full count offering on its way. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second.
There we go. Look at our Bean Boy. Struck him out.
Oh, it counted as a goal.
It's not too
Yeah.
early on a fastball, but he looked like he was just a little too amped up.
Ooh, that was kind of nasty.
Early on the fastball. Way to go.
And in steps the dangerous
Uh-oh.
Rickie.
Wait, did I have a goal? I didn't see a goal.
Nope, you only get the 1 goal, I guess.
Yeah. I
1
forgot.
goal,
And a strike
maybe?
called at the knees, 0-1.
Good idea to take a strike here.
The slider does not move at all.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Throw it inside this time. Let's find out.
Don't hit the player.
Don't hit the player, hit the game.
Set, now the pitch. In on the hands then.
Hitter's gonna hit.
1.
Well, remember that we have, like, no stats in our slider.
Right.
So it's not breaking because we don't have much break.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
And it is out of here.
See, that's the catcher's fault for telling me to throw a fastball low in the middle of the zone.
Support your local cactus.
Second home run of the game, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Well, those guys.
Uh-oh, don't blow it.
They still have some life in them. And now all of a sudden we've got ourselves a 1-run game.
Raul Ibanez.
Almost hit that freaking hot air balloon.
Yeah.
And again, he wants me to start the fastball low. That
No.
worked so well last time.
Swinging a ground ball to first. And he'll step on first.
Oh, I was probably supposed to go to cover first base or something.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
But hey, we did it.
We did it.
This afternoon, and the result is going to speak
The
for
Cubs
itself.
beat a team.
Yay! I mean, it was also Seattle, so.
Time to hand out upper deck player of the game honors for this one. And guys, I think we can all agree that this fella right here deserves it more than anybody.
Soriano is player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really
You got to
moved the ball
save.
well on this one.
Yeah.
RBIs
Yeah,
in
but
the
it's spring
game. I'd say
training.
that's
You got to take your successes when they come. Spring training.
That
or
lovely double-digit ERA.
Yeah. Wolf.
not. You got a couple outs. You succeeded at your goal. What more do you want? Good stats.
Not having a double-digit ERA as a closer.
You can't just be chasing the numbers. It's about production.
Good save, he said.
You look great.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're tied for first in the division in spring training.
Yeah.
Does
If you
that
win the
even mean
Cactus League, you
anything?
get a big cactus. Yeah, if you win the Cactus League, you get a big cactus.
Do you really?
I hope so. I don't
hope
think
so.
you do.
I mean, I can go look it up.
Oh my goodness. Old school, can you send Habeas Dorcas an invite to the Discord server? He is apparently ready.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm trying to do the baseball,
I know, I'm on it.
and I know that you're in the server with him. Okay, we've got a 1-run lead. We've got to strike out the hitter, and there's no out. We're kind of in trouble.
Uh-oh.
We need all 3 outs and no 3-run home runs.
Okay, I sent the invite.
Thank you. The catchers never want me to throw the knuckleball.
9th inning underway. As the
They hate catching it.
They're not sure about what to do.
Now a ball lined back over second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man...
Hello, it's Habeas Dorcas.
Hello.
Hello.
Well,
Hi.
you can't ask for
We're
much
playing for
more
the
than that.
Cubs.
They turned to the
Wow,
bench here,
you're in the
and he comes
majors.
through with a nod.
Also,
spring
no, this
training.
is spring training, and also Flaccid Pnurtis had a career-ending incompetence.
Oh, that is a real shame because
Flaccid Pnurtis was flaccid after all.
Placido Pnurto is going to make the major, so I'm sure of it.
No, this is Turgid Pnurtis, and he is a closing pitcher.
Well, I did say Placido Pnurto, and so I'm not quite so sure about this Turgid Pnurtis.
How dare you besmirch the good name of Placido Polanco in my presence?
Also, we had a goal, but I didn't read it, so that's probably bad on me.
Close, and it's even at 1-1.
You won't see
I
guys
like the
throw
side
balls
arming.
down there too often.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna throw a knuckle now. You're gonna chase this low out of the zone.
And he gets
I mean, we put all our points into knuckleball break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the breakiest knuckleball that ever knuckled.
Well, what's the old rule about hitting a knuckleball? If it's high, let it fly. If it's low, let it go. If it hits you, just take your base. That was a good pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta savor those moments because I forgot to look up the instructions on how to do pitching between sessions.
And yet you're doing so well.
I did give up a 3-run home run last game.
You're 1 for 1 in save opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay, if I can actually induce a ground ball and get the double play, I can get out of this with a save. And a 0 ERA.
No pressure.
Instead of a 13.5 ERA.
Yeah.
You know, having watched the series for a bit, it's just a cavalcade of those guys from the mid-aughts.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm seeing Rickie Weeks, who was just up. I've seen like Lyle Overbay, and I'm just like, hey, wait, I remember when those guys were on my fantasy team. They were terrible.
Well, no, last game,
It's
it was like,
it's a double play. Do it.
Good.
Could it be?
No.
Oh, come on.
What was the slowest double play opportunity?
Extraordinarily poor Cub defense behind you. That's not on you.
But they couldn't get the two.
Yeah, on the stats, for choosing the team to start with spring training, like, the pitching for the Cubs was almost non-existent.
Oh, this is 2008? Yeah, I think they were pretty rough at that point.
This
07.
is
07. Is it the 08 team, though? I can never remember if it's, like, car years or not.
No,
that should be
it's the 07 team. It's March of 07.
Is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is...
Yeah, take that, Matt Merton.
Matty, this was entertaining to the very last.
We got a second save.
Yay!
Also, we made Turgid Pnurtis as tall and skinny as possible, so he's 6'10", 180.
Then he's definitely wearing, like, padding. Because there's no way, like, I'm guessing he has, like, a convex midsection, and he just kind of, like, wears multiple shirts because he gets very cold because he's very tall and skinny.
Yeah, there was no lanky build. It was normal, buff, or fat.
I mean, but you basically kind of made him like Randy Johnson then.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
6'10", lefty. If Randy threw sidearm and with the knuckleball.
So when do we get to hit a bird?
Pretty
I think
sure
that's
that's
really
not in the
achievement.
game.
Damn it!
So Randy Johnson was a photojournalism major when he was in college. He, now in retirement, has a photography studio, and the logo is a dead bird.
Yes!
It's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's
190 training points
wow.
in one game. Flaccid Pnurtis
Wow,
never got anywhere
Flaccid
near that.
Pnurtis, yeah.
Turgid Pnurtis is already doing better. Oh my goodness, don't make me close every game.
You're doing what
I have to give you a day off.
This episode's going to be 3 hours long.
Like, the first 7 games I didn't play, and now I'm playing every game in a row.
they realized the potential of Turgid Pnurtis.
What they need to realize is that I
papers.
need more control in all of my pitches.
Yeah.
Because
Or
I'm
any
guessing
control
that's
of
going
your
to
pitch.
slow down that meter.
And welcome in, everybody. As we
No, it
join you now
doesn't.
with nobody out in the ninth
It ought
inning.
to.
Well, it should, but doesn't.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
It's tied. I don't...
You
now
gotta
I
strike him
can-
out.
Will I just take an L if I lose the game now?
Yeah.
And a blown, or, yeah.
In a blown save.
How is
you
that
go-
save, though? We're
You're
not
not
winning.
ahead.
No, it wouldn't be a blown save because it's not a save
Oh,
opportunity.
true.
It would just be a straight loss.
Did you
But,
see where that nickel ball ended up compared to where I put the cursor?
Might not get something else.
Did you say nickel ball? As in, like,
I
nickel
meant to say knuckleball, but my brain.
Look at this graph!
Look at this knuckleball.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you
that
go-
wasn't striking out the header.
I don't think this is really the guy you want swinging the bat.
That is a ridiculous
Jason Kendall will take his
request
first
of you.
down.
Yeah.
Why is
I
Jason
mean,
Kendall
we are
playing
a closing pitcher.
He's a
we're
catcher,
supposed to-
right?
He used to be.
He's playing center.
He's off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0.
Hard to get the barrel of the bat on that one. Good eye.
Maybe he's thinking about a position change and it's spring training, so they're giving him a shot.
Yeah.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
It's a very Moneyball approach.
I mean, it's spring training. It doesn't matter.
Well, what was it? Will Ferrell actually went and played every position across different teams one year for spring training.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jason Kendall did play 2 1/3 innings of outfield in the year 2007.
Wow. Wow. Now
There
that's
you
if
go.
it's in the game.
Well, I know last year Javier Baez missed out on winning a glove because he kept switching between second and shortstop.
I remembered to cover first base this time.
Yay! He can be caught.
I would
And
always play a pitcher.
he's so tall, the game gave him credit for it when he was still 3 feet away from the base.
You could have gotten there. It's a gimme.
Close enough. The Galarraga rule.
Okay, you gotta strike him out this time.
Will stand in for the first time here. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Pitching coach will love that location.
Well, according to Baseball Reference, Antonio Perez struck out 144 times in only 495 at-bats, so I think this is possible.
You got this.
Yeah, you got this.
Why do you want me to set up so far outside with the sliders? It ran in even further.
Maybe he thinks you have control?
Ball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
You're out of control, Pnurtis.
I mean, that's been a family problem.
Gonna need to see your glove and your ball on the coach's desk.
Swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Alrighty.
This is it. I think it's time for the knuckle.
It's
Okay.
absolutely time for the knuckle.
Yeah, we got Knuckles.
I'm not doing a slider there. I'm doing a knuckleball there.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Boo.
Oh,
You
that
were
was
supposed to swing over the top of that.
Hit on the ground towards first.
Hey, no problem.
And Lee will just take this to the bag himself, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly here.
So
think
2
Carlos
failed
Lee
goals.
6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9.
Do you think Carlos Lee noticed that Pnurtis didn't touch the bag last time, and that's why he took it for himself?
Yeah.
Maybe. Why am I batting?
Because you're on the National League.
It's spring training.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9
Yeah, Pnurtis.
will stand in.
I put nothing in batting, just as an FYI to everybody.
Winning run on second.
Look at the size of this strike zone. It encompasses
Oh my
the entire
God.
pitcher.
I would absolutely just go for a
And
bunt.
fastball just misses for ball 1.
No, but I can
Take a
drive a
walk.
run in. Yeah,
Yeah.
how about I take a walk?
If you could take a walk, that would be amazing. And then you have to
Yeah.
wait a second.
Wow. That is an amazing strike zone.
The ball and a strike.
And the infield's ready.
I think it's literally twice the height of Flaccid Pnurtis' strike zone.
At
Right.
least.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Look how high that was, and it was still
Oh,
strike.
on top of.
I think that would have been over Flaccid's head.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good pitch recognition there from Turgid.
Yeah. He's learning from his brother.
Are they
In
twins?
between bites of crab.
Oh, I thought that was going to be outside.
Ah.
Well, if you're looking for the definition of painting the corner, here you go. Right on the black.
They're not going to show me
Oh,
the
that was
strike zone.
nasty.
That was nasty.
Yeah, I don't think you can do much about that.
No, that was just a nasty pitch, so.
All agree that this fella right here deserves it.
But hey,
With
we
your
still
0
won.
hitting ability.
So
And I didn't have to pitch in the 10th.
That makes no sense. They let you bat with 2 runners on and only 1 out in the top of the 10th or bottom of the 9th, and then didn't let you pitch.
They didn't. I think that I think the implication was that, what was it? It was only 1 out in the.
No, I
Ninth.
pitched the whole 9th. I pitched 3
Yeah,
outs
so-
for the 9th.
So when you hit, there was only 1 out, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's implying that the batter behind, like after you, got a hit, and that's what drove the run in.
No, the run was the following inning.
Yep. No, I think it's that the game looked at the Cubs roster and decided, you know what? Turgid Pnurtis is absolutely the man to put up with runner in scoring position to win the game in the bottom of the ninth.
I think they wanted you to bunt.
Yeah. Always be bunting.
Look, that's the Flaccid special. The Turgid special's got to be something else.
Take every pitch.
The knuckleball. The knuckleball is the Turgid special.
And if you get up to bat, never swing.
We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Emil Brown will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
It didn't give me a goal, did it?
I don't believe so. It just went straight to this batter.
Ball back up the middle. And that'll get past.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's the shortstop's fault, not mine.
Yeah.
Against the closer. First pitch hacking before he can get settled, and it pays off there.
Did your ERA to
now
go
it
down?
wants a down ball. I'm sorry?
Did Turgid's ERA go down from the last game?
Well, the last game's ERA was 0, so yeah, I imagine his overall ERA is less.
Okay.
I think you're back into single digits now.
That's good.
Yeah, and he'll lay off there and just take what's given to him.
They're all going to be low, because I want you to hit a ground ball.
Comes set, now the pitch. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1.
I don't know what that Matt Veskirjan is saying. That was absolutely a strike.
Pity strike.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
See, now if you just had
almost the entire length of the strike zone.
Yeah. All right, we gonna knuckle it.
You're gonna get a strikeout,
Foul.
and they're going to say that you failed your goal.
Yep.
Hit hard, but foul.
Man, he's just driving your pitch count up.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here.
Yeah, what's the rule on foul tips?
If the catcher catches it, then it's an out.
Yep.
Down the line. But just foul.
This is 4 in a row. I thought they put a limit in on this.
Nope.
Nope. Don't give Manfred any ideas.
Yeah.
But it misses 2-2.
He's already implemented dumb ideas. Oh yeah, Dorcas, we had a...
How did he hit an inside low ball that high?
Wow, that was an inside-out swing. Like, that was a ridiculous inside-out swing. Yeah, they all look the same in the box score.
Yeah.
So you had a conversation about
the dumb 10th inning runner.
Man,
I hate that
some
runner.
Francie
Yeah.
too.
And then, as much as the universal DH worked, I am a National League Cubs fan.
Yep.
And my heart is like, oh, no, it should be different. But, I mean, I can't deny that it worked.
I'm going to be disappointed about how pitchers never have to bat anymore as a Mets fan. But at the same time, it's not going to be anywhere near the top of my list of things that I'd like them to fix in baseball.
Catcher, you're supposed to be doing this. You stupid catcher.
You got this. You got this, Turge.
And there are 2 down.
I like how you made a threat dance. Like, ugh.
I didn't want to press any button because I forgot which button would send it to first base, and I didn't want to throw to third.
What was it? Yeah, like, the universal DH, it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, no, that's going to be... All right, no problem.
Yeah, Matt Veskirjan's full of it.
No, but yeah, like, the universal DH, I'm not thrilled, but it's not the top of my list of things that should be fixed, like you said.
Right, like I would rather a pitcher be forced to throw a pitch more than once every 30 seconds or so,
Yeah.
than to get pitchers back to hitting. just so that I can watch a game in less than 4 hours.
Yeah.
And they're down to their last strike.
The dream.
Yeah, that used to be called. What was it? If the game was less than like 3 hours, I remember it was like, oh no, it's a Maddox game.
No problem. Yeah, never had any doubt.
I can't believe you hit the knuckleball.
But it was still a good competitive game here, folks. That's all you can really ask for.
I can't remember what game it was, but great knuckleballer Tim Wakefield tied or set the record for most home runs given up in one start because his knuckleball was not knuckling. So it was like pitching batting practice, and he gave up 6 or 7 dingers in like 4 innings.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Every so often it just sits there.
That's a shelling right there.
Well, look, I got another save. I got no earned runs. Everything's good.
And 2 failed goals.
And no strikeouts.
So no training points.
Well, I'm sure I'll get some for playing.
Okay.
You get a ton as a pitcher. Look at this, over 160.
Yeah, 160 is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's because you don't play every day, technically.
Yeah, I used to play
and they don't expect you to play every day, unlike right fielder when you're supposed to play every day.
No, you got an off day. 1 off day.
No, there were some off days in between the last game and the previous. It's just really inconsistent.
Get back out there.
I mean, look, he's basically
nothing. Where we
nothing.
are on time, we might have to sim the rest of spring, just because we're getting close to 30 minutes already.
No, I don't want to go to Iowa.
We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9.
That's actually what I said whenever I actually had to go to Iowa.
Valid.
Do we have a goal or just?
I didn't see one.
Just gotta find something to get on base here.
And the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball.
So how long will it take for Pnurtis to get another pitch?
You have to spend training points to get them.
So a while.
I think he's got enough right now, actually. He might be.
Do we want a 4th not good pitch, or do we want to make our knuckleball better?
The thing with the knuckleball is that I kind of feel it can be bad, and you don't know where it's going anyways if it's a proper knuckleball.
I think we should work on, like, I mean, as much as I'd love to have like an amazing knuckleball, we could beef that one a little bit, but maybe also work on the slider. Or the fast one. Yeah.
Yeah, or something like a 12-6 curve that you could just completely fool people with coming off of the knuckleball.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of fun if we can get Turgid to the point where like he could just throw like a fat meatball down the plate.
That's a good pitch.
And
what?
Very good at bat. When you're the tying run, you get on any way you can.
That's what I said. What?
Wow, I could have sworn you struck that dude out, and then you started walking on first base. That is.
Well, it was 3-1, so it wasn't going to be a strikeout with that one pitch anyway.
Okay. Okay, we have to induce the ground ball for the double play.
3 thus far.
Yeah, but anyway, I kind of want the goal for our pitcher, Turgid guy here. Like, have it to where he could just throw a fat meatball down the plate, and they still would get fooled by it.
I don't know that you're going to get a double play ball with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the catcher's thinking. Although I guess it was a strike, so there we go.
Looking forward to seeing where this ends up.
Oh, no.
Well, didn't want it to end up there.
The relay, and he is in there.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Possible tying run.
Well, there's no more double play opportunity.
Nope. You guys-
Unless you walk the bases loaded.
Do I want to walk the bases loaded when I only have a 1-run lead and 1 out?
No, your goal is to not allow the run to score.
Like, I can't do an
not
intentional
allow the
walk.
run to score.
Is this guy?
Will
So
it
he's
give
trying to
you-
beat him.
Will it give you the goal succeeded if you walk him?
Let's find out.
Hit him with a pitch.
We
No, I'm
can't.
doing the intentional walk.
Boo.
Boo.
So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Matt. If there was ever a time for a strike,
I love the size.
The catcher looks like Pnurtis next to the other.
I know.
I wonder if that's how they grew. Oh
yeah.
The goal didn't count
Yeah.
when you walked.
Darn. All right. Well, the good news is that you have the you have a double play set up.
And Omar Vizquel is not a great hitter. He's also incredibly old at this point, isn't he?
Yeah, I think. This
Well,
is towards
there's
very
the
end of his
fly
career.
ball that we didn't want, so the sacrifice will be successful.
Deep enough to score the run. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate.
You'd love a base hit in that situation.
All right.
This is probably
Well,
the next best thing. Is this
tying
ball
run.
Deep enough to get that tying run home.
Blown save for Pnurtis.
Yep.
Will stand in needing a 2-out hit to win this one. Although a pass ball or a wild pitch would do the trick just as
All right,
well.
yeah, strike him
You
out.
got this, T.
Fouled as he was way out in front there. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Sign of a smart hitter right there.
Oh, come on, just swing. You'll be fine. Get it out of the center.
I don't want the knuckleball that high. I'm going to pull the knuckleball down.
Now a knuckler hit on the ground.
Yeah, for the ground ball.
And the throw to first
That's how it
in time,
works.
but the damage has been done.
All right, blown save, but no other damage. Can't get the loss.
So this
Yeah.
game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push a
Hey, you succeeded in a goal.
right back where we
Oh, I'm
started
still
from.
playing.
Are we batting?
Yes.
Move the
Oh,
runner
God.
over. He wants us. Move
Bunt,
the runner
bunt,
over.
bunt.
Bunt.
You need to bunt.
Number
It's a
96
sacrifice bunt.
will stand in. Lays off 1-0. 3 runs already home here.
You know how far he'd have to reach down to bunt that?
Yeah, no, that would have been, yeah. I don't
He
know.
could walk you. That would count.
That would
The 1-0
also
pitch.
count, yeah.
Now he runs up and gets this one down.
Yeah, no
And the
problem.
throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that.
It's amazing how much slower he is than Flaccid.
I know.
Tough situation because
Get
I do have to
big-
wonder how much of that comes down to hustle. Just
Get
Flaccid
giant
tosses it out of the
stride.
box.
Flaccid or Turgid was like 3 steps behind the throw, so he had no chance.
Good offensive performance
But you
here,
succeeded
but
in
I
your
think we
goal.
can agree on
Oh, and I
next
didn't have to
to
pitch the
celebrate
10th.
here as our upper deck.
Oh, and you got the
You got
win.
the win.
Nice.
Yay!
Scumbag win.
Absolutely the best way to get a reliever win is blowing the save and then winning, and then your team winning it in the bottom of the half of the inning.
Yep.
That seems like an excellent place to leave this.
ERA of 9, but
9 ERA. Hopefully this will all average out to a good number. More importantly, 2 walks.
One of them was intentional. That doesn't count.
what's with the dog toy?
Oh, I apologize. That's my my little Charlie running around in the background.
Oh! Does Charlie want to commentate too?
I don't know. What do you think, Charlie? What do you think of Turgid Pnurtis? I think he's okay with it.
Okay.
Let's love the Pnurt.
We have a contract offer for a 2-year contract with the Cubbies.
Ooh!
Wow.
Yay!
Okay, but there's something wrong with this number. It needs to be that number.
Yep.
There we
Nice.
go.
They better.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah,
what
they're
we
okay
got?
with that. Like, what were we thinking?
As Charlie is squeaking with joy at our 2 years,
this is, I
69,000.
simulated. I
You
forgot that
pitched
I
a
simulated. Like, how did I blow so many saves? But no, what do we got? ERA 6.35.
Wow,
Okay.
that last game was rough. 4
Ooh.
earned runs.
Manager content. He's not quite happy. All
Okay,
right.
so training.
That's our status.
1,700 points.
Let's just skip by all of this. Oh, here we go. So, pitching mechanics is a broad thing of all of our 9s and clutch. Simulated
Yeah.
game is if we don't want to hit, or we don't want to give up as many home runs, and also not train hit. So that just seems worse. And we can increase our speed.
Well, your fastball is
control.
what right now? 90 in the low 90s?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about 90 flat.
Speed control
Ooh.
movement for the four-seamer. Speed control movement for the slider. And speed control movement for the knuckle. As you can
I
see,
might
we
make
spent
that
most
slider
of our
math
points in the knuckle. And 200 points minimum to get a new pitch.
Let's work on our other 3 and then possibly add a 4th later on.
Okay, so let me just count things here. If we do 1 pitching coach, that's 10. If we do everything... If we maintain everything and do a pitching coach, that's 1,000 points. So we have 700 to dump somewhere.
Okay.
What do we want to dump points in? What do we want most fastest?
I mean, if we want to be a true junk baller, we can make that slider really nasty too, without increasing its
Ooh.
velocity.
Yeah.
So you have massive knuckleball break and massive slider break, and then your four-seamer is straight as a goddamn, like line.
That sounds amazing, honestly.
It's a 100-mile-an-hour heater, dead straight, and then a knuckleball and a slider.
Yeah.
Sounds like we have consensus. So we're gonna maintain so they don't go down.
They're actually shooting up quite a bit.
Yeah, but like if you don't train them at all, they will probably degrade just as quickly. So slider
I mean, your
movement.
four-seamer break this jump.
There we go.
Wow, that just jumped.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
That is a young Randy Johnson level of
It's a wipeout slider.
Oh my gosh. We
Our
just need to
slider
be
is
absolutely.
almost. I think it's not quite as good as our knuckle break.
That's
Yeah, it
close.
doesn't look, but it
Yeah.
is close.
Man, we're gonna just be an absolute filthy pitcher.
if you get like a screwball, isn't that like a reverse slider?
I don't know.
Oh no,
Don't
that's
ask
a
me.
shoot
Don't ask me about things that are related to real baseball. I don't know.
It's more of a reverse curveball. It doesn't break as much. The only thing it breaks is your elbow.
Well, I mean, that's gonna happen to poor
And-
Turgid anyways.
I mean, based on his windup, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, he's gonna learn a
And-
screwball.
We're in the AAA minors for the regular season, so we are not relegated to the AA. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But that will be for next time. So I want to
What
thank.
a great. Sorry.
I want
I
to
said,
thank
what a-
Discount Cleric, Habeas Dorcas, and Miss Chris for joining me.
Oh, it's been
Thank you for
fun.
having me.
Thanks.
We got to witness the start of a beautiful career.
We
Hopefully.
hope.
Yeah.
Hopefully a
That's a good
longer
debut.
career than Pnurtis's.
Yeah. I mean, so far, if we can really get those pitches, then yeah. I can see more than 3 years.
We hope. But
Yeah.
until next time, take care.
Bye.
Bye.